Good morning, good afternoon, advisors. My name is Tulan Bond. I am Director of Global Sales at Rosewood Hotels and Resorts, based in Los Angeles. In my current role, I work with the leisure agency segment in California to support you booking our hotels and resorts. I'm very pleased to be a moderator for the call today. We have three presenters with us this morning. Stephanie represents Carlyle, a Rosewood Hotel, and Rosewood, Washington, D.C. Sonia is with Rosewood Bermuda, and Emily is with Rosewood Little Dix Bay. Just a few housekeeping notes. You will be muted during the call to avoid noise disruption. We invite you to use the chat box if you have any questions during the presentation, and we will answer them at the end of the webinar. Before I turn it over to my team, I want to give you a quick update on our hotels. As you can see here, most of our hotels and resorts are open throughout the world, with the exception of Luang Prabang in Laos. We will be reopened in 2022. We are very pleased to present to you a new leisure program called Summer by Design. It is a collection of curated journeys created to encourage exploration, discovery, and connection among our guests across the world. From curiosity over convention, family wanderlust to timeless travelers, our guests can explore Rosewood properties with new perspective, create lifelong memory, and unearth the untouched. Summer by Design is available now through September 6th. For more information, please visit our website and/or contact your hotel sales representatives. Additionally, we're very pleased to introduce Placemakers, a select number of hotels and resorts. The Placemaker is made up of Rosewood community of diverse visionaries who are advancing their ideas of culture and crafts by contributing inspiring programming unique to their area of expertise. By partnering with Placemakers, together we explore the story of local destination with the intention of crafting inspired Rosewood journeys that promotes immersive property experiences, meaningful connection, and individual well-being. Please visit our website for more information. Okay, before we begin our presentations with the ladies, we will now take some of the questions you asked during the registration process. The first question pertains to Europe summer travelers. As most of you are aware, in the UK, the border is still closed for US travelers, for both vaccinated and non-vaccinated guests. We hope to have it open up by July 19. If you have to go to the UK right now, you can still travel, but you have to be quarantined for at least 10 days. For France and Italy, US citizens who are fully vaccinated are welcome. Travelers need to provide proof of vaccination and do not need to quarantine. US citizens who are not fully vaccinated must present a negative PCR or antigen test performed within 48 hours before entering the country. As you all know, the situation is very fluid in Europe and will continue to change. So please check with us every time you have a booking. Also, we were asked about availability for the remainder of 2021. All the properties are very busy. However, availability are still open throughout the remainder of the year with special promotion such as Sweet Sojourn and More Rosewood at our hotels and resorts. You will hear from our presenter on our promotion shortly. Lastly, we were asked about Rosewood, if we have a family-friendly aspect of our properties. The quick answer is yes. We introduced Summer by Design across the entire collection. Family Wanderlust promotes hands-on educational activity that encourage cultural appreciation among multi-generation family. So let's begin our presentation with Stephanie from Carlyle.
Thank you, Tulan. Greetings from New York, and thank you everyone for joining us today. Many of you are really familiar with the Carlyle Hotel being one of the most iconic properties in New York Upper East Side. I am excited to share that we have reopened our hotel last October, and we look forward to welcome your guests back to experience our newly renovated rooms reimagined by Tony Chi. The hotel is located on 77th Street by Central Park. So as you can see here, we're in close proximity to many attractions such as, Madison Avenue Shopping, Central Park Boathouse, the Met Museum, and we're only about 10-minute drive to Midtown. A brief update on New York City as a destination. The city has reopened back with restaurants, museums, retail outlets, and theaters at full capacity. Broadway will reopen in September, and New York State travel advisory is no longer in effect as of June last month. As many of you know, we have started a comprehensive renovation in 2018. So I'm really excited to share we are expecting to be fully complete in the next 2 months with 99 new rooms and 90 suites. Reimagined by Tony Chi, who also designed Rosewood Hong Kong and Rosewood London, our new rooms offer an elegant and modern Art Deco decor, as you can see here with many inspirations from Bellman's Bar, such as the murals throughout the rooms. As we are in a prime location, many of our rooms also offer a city view with partial Central Park view. So this photo you see here is our Carlyle suite, which faces Madison Avenue with Central Park view. We are a family-friendly and pet-friendly hotel with the new renovation. Many of our suites have adjoining and connecting options up to 4 bedrooms, and some even have full kitchen and piano. I'm excited to share we have recently launched our new presidential suite, as you can see here, which is located on the entire 26th floor. It offers one-of-a-kind Manhattan experience. This is once owned by a resident of the Carlyle, and our guests can enjoy a 360 view of New York City and Central Park with floor-to-ceiling windows. This beautiful residential style suite features 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a full kitchen, and 2 entertainment rooms, which makes it a great option for entertainment events. Your guests can even have Earl Rose, or pianist from Bellman's Bar, perform for the evening with the piano in the gallery entrance. As for our restaurant and bar, we have reopened the gallery and Bellman's Bar with our new executive chef from 21 Club, who many of you are very familiar with. Bellman's Bar remained as a favorite and also a hidden gem in Upper East Side with murals hand-painted by Louis Bellman, who many of you know by his Madeline's children's book. We continue to have live music in the evening at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. performed by Earl Rose, Bart Mossy, and Lobson Harris throughout the week. We also now take reservations at the bar, so please check our website to have the link. As for a sense of wellness, Eve Dury Salon, which is described as an intimate gem of a salon by Folk, is now available by appointments, and the fitness center is now available as well for 24 hours. We also have recently changed operators at the Carlyle Spa, which is now managed by Valmont, offering a variety of treatments. With the city reopened, our wonderful concierge team can assist with putting together a personalized itinerary for your guests. So there are many activities in the summer, such as bird watching and picnic in Central Park. We can even arrange a private tour at a museum nearby based on your guest preference. As for our promotions, we have several available offers as combinable with your consortium amenities, such as Suites and Jour, which includes breakfast and overnight parking. More Rosewood and Family Time offer are also a great value for families and guests who are visiting for more than 3 nights. We look forward to welcome your guests back to the iconic Carlyle Hotel, and now moving on to the capital. So Rosewood Washington, D.C. is a gem in Georgetown, and we're the only hotel that is located right on the canal. A brief update of DC as a destination, very similar to New York City. The city has reopened back, and this hotel no longer requires travel restrictions for our travelers. As for our location, the hotel is located in the heart of Georgetown between the 2 universities. So you can see here, Georgetown University and George Washington University. We're about walking distance from all the shopping and the restaurant and also the waterfront. The Kennedy Center is also a bike ride away, and we're about 15-minute drive from the White House and National Mall. Being a luxury boutique hotel, we offer 55 accommodations, including 6 of our newly renovated townhouses located adjacent to the hotel. Most of our rooms and suite have beautiful views of historic Georgetown, or the canal, and we have a variety of connecting options great for families, especially during graduation and move-in weekend. Our new Royal Suite can also connect up to 4 bedrooms with spacious living and dining room along with a kitchenette. Truly a sense of place. I'm excited to share our townhouses are now available, offering a residential experience for our guests. Designed by local designer Thomas Hesson, the townhouses feature a modern residential decor with full living room and a kitchen and a private patio. Each townhouse can accommodate up to 4 guests with a pull-up sofa and also an option to connect to another townhouse to accommodate up to 8 guests. It can be also a good option for summer entertainment where our chefs can cater private dinner, as you see in the patio, for your travelers. As for our food and beverage outlets, Cut DC by Wolfgang Puck and Cut Bar and Lounge are now available for dinner services, offering a contemporary twist on the classic steakhouse. Our seasonal rooftop Cut Above is also open now for beverages and small bites. If your guests are still planning for a last-minute July 4th activity, we're hosting a 4th of July celebration at Cut Above where your guests can enjoy a special dinner with a view of the city skyline, and they could also view fireworks. Tickets are available to purchase in advance on our website, or feel free to contact me. I'm happy to share the link with you. As for our fitness center, our pool located on the rooftop are now available for our guests, and also in-room spa treatments can be arranged through our concierge team. The city is now 100% reopened, and there are so many activities available in the summer, such as our concierge team can put together itinerary for your guests, like walking tour of the historical Georgetown, tickets to the museum, water taxi tickets to the wharf, which is only walking distance from the property, and hotel bicycles are also available for our guests to use during their stay. Our available promotions are combinable with your consortium amenities such as Suite and Drawer, that includes breakfast and overnight parking. More Rosewood and family time offers are also a great value for families and guests who are visiting for more than 3 nights. We look forward to welcoming your guests back to New York and Washington, D.C., and please do not hesitate to let me know if I can assist. Now over to my colleague Sonia for Rosewood Bermuda.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, and hi everybody. I'm Sonia Pustilnik, Leisure Sales Manager with Rosewood Bermuda, based not too far from the Carlyle, actually on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. So I'm excited to share with you all some updates on Rosewood Bermuda, conveniently located just 90 minutes from New York City on a direct flight from JFK. So for those of you that are on the East Coast, it's actually much easier to get to Bermuda than it is to get out to the Hamptons or the Jersey Shore this weekend for July 4th. The hotel was fully renovated in spring of 2018, and we sit on an amazing 240-acre estate. So once you get on that very short flight from the East Coast of the US, Bermuda is just an amazing destination to visit. Bermuda as a destination is very much positioned itself as a vaccinated traveler destination. So what that means is all guests that stay with us at Rosewood Bermuda must show proof of full vaccination. Anyone that's not fully vaccinated will be required to quarantine in a designated hotel for 14 days. Testing is required before and during their stay, regardless of vaccination status. And we offer complimentary COVID testing at the resort for our hotel guests. I'm happy to answer any specific questions that you might have about the current travel protocols for Bermuda. It's also clearly listed on our website, but feel free to reach out if you have any specific questions for that. The hotel is located, again, just 10 minutes from LF Wade Airport, and it's midway between Hamilton and St. George's. So not only are we close to the East Coast, what's a really great feature of Bermuda as a destination for US travelers is that US Customs is completed on the Bermuda side of that flight. So US domestic or US flights land in a domestic gate. So very easy to make any connections for travelers coming from the Midwest or from the West Coast. Another thing that's great, as we're starting to see European destinations open up, BA is now flying direct Bermuda to London Heathrow. This was originally Gatwick. So it will make Europe much easier of a flight between Bermuda and getting to the rest of that European corridor. The majority of our rooms have these gorgeous balconies. Every single one of our rooms has a balcony with beautiful water views, 88 guest rooms and suites. So while we sit on a massive estate, we are very much a boutique-sized property. The majority of our rooms have king beds. However, we will confirm 2 queen beds at time of booking. We have 4 ocean view queen rooms that have a connecting option as well. So that's great for families. Keep that in mind. Additionally, all of our rooms have huge bathrooms with deep, oversized soaking tubs. And I love talking about our suites. Not only are they great for families with at least 1 sofa bed with that suite, they include a complimentary golf cart for the duration of that guest's stay. And the suites very easily connect to the adjoining guest room to make a 2-bedroom option. And our residences bring a sense of home to Bermuda for your clients with either a 2 or 3 bedroom configuration, a full chef's kitchen, and a laundry on site. For those clients that can't wait to try the local flavors of Bermuda, we have 6 restaurants and bars on property. Island Brasserie is our main restaurant. That's where we serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We offer local flavors for breakfast and lunch, and then the restaurant turns into a steakhouse at night. The conservatory is one of my favorite spaces in the hotel. It's our gin bar and lounge. And in the afternoon, in this courtyard area with a retractable roof, we'll do an afternoon tea service. Sul Verde is our Italian restaurant at the golf club, and our beach club restaurant is seasonal with the beach club, and we offer fresh seafood just along the shores of our beautiful, beautiful pink sand beach. The beach club is truly the jewel of the Atlantic. It's the longest stretch of private pink sand beach in Bermuda. And while the resort is open year-round, the beach club is the only part of the resort that is seasonal. So we open from about April through mid-November, weather dependent, and it's exclusive just to our resort guests and club members, so you don't have to worry about cruise passengers disembarking and flooding our beautiful pink shore. In addition to that, we have 2 pools that are open at the Manor House year-round. They're heated in the colder months. We have our Scent Spa and excellent fitness program with our local partners, Apex 360, that do outdoor yoga, Zumba classes, and all kinds of private training options. For those clients that really want to experience the great outdoors, we have our own Tucker's Point Golf Club, beautiful 18-hole, 70-par golf course with stunning water views from just about every hole on the course. Mid-Ocean Club is just next door to us. In fact, you drive straight past it on your way to the beach club from the lobby of the hotel. Because they're so close, we have an excellent relationship with them, and we have preferred tee times. Our water sports center offers kayaks, sailing, snorkeling adventures. Our Cliff Drysdale Center has tennis clinics, mixers, kids camp in the summer. So really there is no end to things that your clients can do. Our concierge will assist with a Twizy rental, which is a much safer alternative to the older scooters that many of you may have tried if you visited Bermuda in the past. And we're happy to arrange excursions to Hamilton or St. George's nearby. Our current offers, we have our Suite Sojourn, which is an excellent savings for our suites and residences. We're offering right now our More Rosewood complimentary 7th night for select dates. Our Tea Time, Me Time is great for that golf aficionado with unlimited golf at Tucker's Point and tennis at Cliff Drysdale, a choice of sports massage or a gin and rum tasting, round trip airport transfers. We also have our Simply Sundays offer, which has discounted rates for a Sunday to Wednesday arrival. So as we get into our peak season, which really is now through about Labor Day, there are still some offers and availability there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And that's it for Bermuda. I'm happy to pass it along from one British territory to another and introduce you to Emily.
Great, thank you so much, Sonia, and thank you so much everyone for joining today. My name is Emily Miner. I'm the Leisure Sales Manager for Rosewood Little Dix Bay, and I'm so pleased to be presenting our island gym in the British Virgin Islands. As many of you, I'm sure, are familiar, we've gone through quite the journey over the last few years, but the resort itself, it dates back actually to 1964, developed by the conservationist Lawrence Rockefeller, who really founded it on that vision of becoming one of the most eco-friendly and sustainable resorts of its time, and it continues to be that way. You can see through these images how close our accommodations are to the beach. You're going to really be able to have that true barefoot luxury feel when you stay at Little Dix Bay. We underwent a multi-million-dollar restoration in 2016 and finally reopened just last year in January of 2020. Of course, did have to close a few months after. However, the good news is we've been open since December of last year and welcoming guests back, and the protocols were more strict than other destinations. However, we've been put into really great spots where we have had no closure since December, and the protocols have just loosened as of June 15th. So I'm very pleased to share today that now for fully vaccinated travelers, the requirement of a COVID test and quarantine is no longer. So all fully vaccinated travelers will be able to do the pre-arrival process of presenting the negative COVID test and insurance. And once they come to the BVIs, they will have access to all outlets as well as all places in the BVIs to enjoy. There is additional requirements for partially vaccinated and unvaccinated visitors with the arrival test, as well as a day 4 or 7 test based on their status. These protocols are noted on our website, and I'm always happy to be of assistance with answering specific questions for your clients based on their status. The location where we are located is in the British Virgin Islands. We're in Virgin Gorda, which is the 3rd largest island of the 60 different islands and cays in the BVIs. So with that, you know that there's a lot to do and discover with island hopping, diving, snorkeling excursions, which our team definitely encourages and can arrange. Activities in Virgin Gorda, where there's beautiful national parks. We're near the Bass, which are these beautiful rock volcanic boulders you can hike and swim through, only 10 minutes from Little Dix Bay. In terms of getting to us, there are a few different options. We do recommend the route through San Juan, Puerto Rico, as there are multiple flights that go into Virgin Gorda Airport, as well as Tortola, Terrence B. Lettsome International, also referred to as Beef Island. It's important to note that our team does arrange for those transfers from either airport. Virgin Gorda Airport is currently closed due to the COVID protocols in place, but is planned to reopen in December. That transfer from Tortola is really incredible coming in by boat. You're surrounded by the crystal clear water, and you come around the bend to see Little Dix Bay. The resort itself is 81 accommodations. We have a mixture of rooms referred to as cottages, suites, beach houses, and villas, 4 restaurants and lounges, and multiple event spaces for those, multi-generational family gatherings, social events and weddings. The resort really lends itself nicely to a lot of different groups and families. We do have the accommodations that really are that true sense of place with Rosewood's design of bringing in the culture and destination. You can see here, this is one of our grand 1-bedroom pool suites. It's really about that indoor-outdoor flow. So even when you're inside, you want to be out. We do have the private pools within these suites. Multiple accommodations that are great for families with connecting room options, king to queen, king to double queen. We also have a few villas that I'd like to share. You'll see our beach villas are going to be really great for the families. They have at least 1 bedroom with a double queen. We have 2 accommodations within our 81 that are not going to be beachfront. These are 2 hillside villas, which you see on the right-hand side. You're going to get incredible aerial views from up here overlooking the entire resort and surrounding islands, and these villas will have golf carts equipped for the guest stay. All of our accommodations feature complimentary butler service. You're going to get that Rosewood level of service throughout as well. And you can see with the design, they've really incorporated that 1960s feel and the integrity of the original Rockefeller property, but of course, added those modern touches with the beautiful white and blue hues that used throughout. Dining, we have 3 beautiful main restaurants on property, and I'll mention that it was really a focus for Rosewood to incorporate and put Little Dix Bay on the map as a culinary destination within the Caribbean. So the pavilion which you're viewing here is going to be the main hub of the resort, where guests are having their breakfast in the morning, overlooking that beautiful water. Our chef, Francisco Crespi, has incorporated a lot of international cuisines that have influenced the Caribbean culture. So you'll have West Indian, African, European style cuisines. The Sugar Mill restaurant is my personal favorite. It sits beachside. You're going to have some fresh tuna tartare, ceviche, scallops. Our reef houses, our farm to fork concept, as we've cultivated a farm on property. So our chef is growing fresh fruits, herbs, vegetables, incorporating into the different restaurants and dishes those seasonal items. We also have cooking classes, rum tasting, so a lot of variety with our food and beverage on property. We can always really customize those experiences for the honeymoon couples or families that want to do a private dining experience at the resort. The sense of wellness, it's more important than ever. I think that connection with mind, body, and soul, and Little Dix Bay has a beautiful focus on that. We have one of the most spectacular locations for a spa. It sits at the highest point of the resort on our cliff side here. So all of the treatment rooms are built into that cliff. You can hear the waves or feel the breeze coming through and the waves crashing against the cliff. So it's really relaxing and just takes your breath away when you come up here. Our fitness center is brand new with the restoration, so state-of-the-art equipment, a personal trainer on site offering meditation, boxing, Pilates, yoga classes. Tennis, we have 6 tennis courts and 2 pickleball courts, as well as a tennis pro on property. 2 outdoor swimming pools, the one at the spa overlooking the water here, as well as the pavilion. We also do have a complimentary children's program for children 3 to 13. And then it wouldn't be the BVIs without mentioning those water activities. So we do offer all non-motorized water sports included in the rate. So snorkeling, sailing, kayaking. I mentioned the destination is really about being out or in the water. So we do offer those excursions. One of our favorite offerings, which Little Dix Bay has had a long tradition of offering, is our beach drops to 7 different secluded beaches. So essentially that means guests can go out with our captain. They'll take them to a beach that's great for snorkeling or set up a beautiful picnic, bottle of wine for a couple or friends to enjoy. And you really get that once in a lifetime experience to have access to some of the most unspoiled natural beaches in the world, which the BVI offers. So it's a great destination for those that want that kind of experience. Some of our offers in place, we do have some great promotions up until our festive period, including that Suite Sojourn offer with consortium benefits applying. Our Rosewood Prelude Stay 7 Pay 5 offer is also available. And for those guests that want to stay a little longer, they can get an incredible value with staying with 30% off our best available rate, as well as additional discounts throughout food and beverage, spa, and fitness programs. I'm based in New York City, and if there's ever anything I can be of assistance with, please let me know, and I will turn it back over to Toulon for questions and answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emily. Katie, do we have any questions today from the attendees?
Yes, we have quite a few. Since we're a little bit short on time, we can review some of the questions now in the webinar. However, we will email you directly if you did submit a question that was not answered during the webinar. So let's start with the Carlyle. Stephanie, could you review, you may have mentioned the status of the city restaurants and Broadway and musical performances. Are they open? Is there capacity limits? Is there a set schedule for the rest of the year? Are you able to share any of that information?
Sure, absolutely. So the restaurants as well as theaters, they're full capacity now. You could dine indoor and outdoors. Broadway will be reopening back in September. Museums are also available now. So definitely, if you have any questions in getting tickets for museums, do let us know. I do recommend, getting the tickets in advance.
Great, thank you. And then for DC, do you offer buyouts for your townhouses? And if you could review kind of the floor plan and the configurations of each of the townhouses that are available?
Sure. So each townhouse is individual. So whenever your guests will book a townhouse, they have the whole townhouse for themselves. So it is a 1-bedroom townhouse. There are 4 levels. You have your own private kitchen, your patio, your own living area. So if you want to have 2 townhouses, then you'll book 2 townhouses through your GDS or even on our website. If you want to host a private event in the patio, then we could arrange through our chef by Wolfgang Puck, so they could cater a private menu for your guests, and we could work on the logistics together.
Wonderful. Thank you, Stephanie. And on to Bermuda, Sonia, do you need to stay in your room and wait on COVID test results, or can you just stay on property?
Great question. So there is an arrival COVID test in the airport as soon as you land. Guests will then come to the hotel and they can stay on property while they await that arrival test result. The official timeline is 12 to 24 hours. We've seen it come back in as few as 4 to 6. Once they receive a negative arrival test result and they're fully vaccinated, they're then able to leave the hotel and explore Bermuda at their leisure.
Great. And a follow-up question to that, can fully vaccinated parents travel with their unvaccinated children?
Yes. So children 17 and younger traveling with fully vaccinated parents follow the protocols of the parents. Anyone 18 and older is considered an adult. So if an adult child is not vaccinated traveling with fully vaccinated parents, then that whole party is considered not vaccinated.
Great, perfect, thank you. And then for Little Dix Bay, Emily, which vaccines are accepted to get into the BVIs?
The vaccines from the US, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and Moderna are all accepted, and then as well as the European approved vaccinations. The BVIs have just been placed on the green list for the UK, which is great news for us, and so those vaccinations are covered as well under. They have to show proof of vaccination within 2 weeks, is something important to know.
Great. And we've been seeing kind of a trend with festive bookings already. Are you able to share any festive availability or minimum requirements in terms of night stays?
Yes, we do have a 7-night minimum length of stay requirement over festive, and we do have some availability remaining on the front end beginning the 18th through the 27th. Our availability currently is limited from the 27th through the 1st of January. However, we do have a running wait list that I'm managing, and we'll contact if we have any changes and be able to try to get your clients in for that time period.
Wonderful. Thank you so much to our presenters. I'm going to go ahead and pass back to Talan. Again, if there was any questions that were not answered, you will be receiving an email directly with answers to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. We want to thank you for joining, for all of you for joining our call today. Thank you for your continued support of Rosewood. Please stay well and stay connected. All the best to you. Have a great summer. Thank you, everyone.